Hi, today I am going to the Pittock Mansion. I don't have a car while I'm here in Portland, so I got directions from the bus, and the directions are to drop me off here in the middle of nowhere, and I walk for about 20 minutes until I find it. So, if that's not an adventure, I don't know what is. This is a good sign. It didn't take me 20 minutes to get up the hill to the entrance to the Pittock Mansion, but I think there's another 5 or 10 minutes walk to actually get there. You can see the parking lot up there, but before we get there, I just want to say, how gorgeous is this area? Just look at all of these trees. This is such a cool place. When Henry Pittock made it to Portland, it was in the 1850s, and he had not a penny to his name, and he had worn out his shoes. So he was not only penniless, but he didn't have any shoes. He found work as a typesetter for room and board, but no money. And from there, he was able to negotiate a salary, shares in the paper where he was a typesetter, eventually took it over and became one of the richest men in Oregon. He built this mansion as his dream house, and it still stands today. I bought a ticket to go inside the mansion, and I'll be heading in there in a few minutes. But if you didn't want to see inside, you can walk around here on the grounds for free and check out these amazing views. Because it's been so rainy, I didn't expect it to be clear enough that you can see Mount Hood over here in the distance. That is pretty amazing. The clouds are literally rolling in right now. You can see where the mansion was once clear, it is now cloudy. So that might have been the only view I'm going to get of Mount Hood today. So I think it's time to go inside the mansion. Just like a lot of houses today, the entrance is right off the garage. You walk into this beautiful foyer. To the left of the entrance is Henry's study. Next to the study is the music room. The Pittocks were a musical family. Henry bought this beautiful Steinway grand piano for their daughters in 1895. This room also has a view out to where we just were, with Mount Hood in the distance. The Pittocks had a very modern kitchen for the time. They have a recipe box where you can take a recipe that was used in the Pittock family. They also found a little bit of the original flooring, which doesn't look like much, but it was rubber, which was really nice for the cooks who were on their feet in the kitchen all day. Let's head up this beautiful marble staircase. Nice view. Henry built this house in his late 70s and moved in 1914 when he was 80. It wasn't just Henry and his wife Georgiana who lived here though. His 2 daughters, their families, and some nieces. A total of 11 people lived here when they first moved in. So there was a lot of life here. This bed was Henry Pittock's original bed, but when they were originally redoing the mansion, it wasn't elegant enough. It was too plain, so they decided to replace it with a different bed. Fortunately, people have changed their minds. This was his bed, so why not show it? I'll be honest, I am a little jealous of this bathroom. The foot bath, tub, and look at this shower. I want jets coming at me from all sides with a rain shower head. If you're wealthy, you don't sleep in the same room as your spouse. This was Georgiana's room. In spite of it being a mansion, it feels like a warm and cozy home. On the ground floor is an exhibit of Oregon artist Eliza Barkus. Her paintings are beautiful. This is the best painting here. Yeah, definitely the best. So that was really interesting. I am so glad I got to see a piece of Portland's past. My next stop is the Japanese Garden. It closes at 3:30. It's 2:30 now, and it's about a 35-minute hike from here. So I'm not really sure I'm gonna make it in time, but I'm gonna try. So as you head down the hill from the mountain, you will cross this hiking path. This is the path I'm going to take to get down into, I think it's Columbia Park, but where the Japanese Garden is. Oh my gosh, how fantastic is this hike? These trees are so majestic. This is the epitome of the Pacific Northwest, exactly what I envisioned it would be. The trail is really muddy because of the rains we've had. I have some pretty good hiking boots. I was kind of hoping I could jog down the trail and get there a little quicker, but I think I need to be careful. Even though I have great hiking boots, I'm a klutz. I fell yesterday at Multnomah Falls, so I don't need another fall for this trip. Moss and graffiti, the intersection of nature and urban living. So I did make it here to the Portland Japanese Gardens, but it's 3:38 and they closed at 3:30, so I won't get to see them today, but I understand this is a great place to come. Right across the street is the world-renowned International Test Rose Garden, but it's winter, so it looks more like the International Twig Garden. Not much to see here, so I headed back into town. This is Mills End Park. It is the smallest park in the world. We come over here. It is in the shape of a clover leaf. Now the article I read said it was 2 feet wide and 2 feet tall. I think it is a little bit larger than that. And you can see here in the winter, it's kind of sad, just 2 little twigs. I have to pause here for a moment. I filmed this on January 29th. On February 5th, these 2 sad little twigs were reported as stolen. That's right, someone actually stole all the greenery from Mill Ends Park. I'm sorry, I am having a real hard time with this. Moving on. This is Huber's Cafe. It is the oldest cafe in Portland. It opened in 1879. And I have reservations here. My reservations are not for another 15-20 minutes or so. So I'm gonna go in and see if I can sit at the bar until then. Huber's was founded in 1879 and they moved into this location in 1905. I sat at the bar and had a beer while I was waiting for my table. It's a local craft brewery called Porter's. Yeah, that's really good. It's not quite as smooth as the Guinness, but it's got a little bit more flavor than the Guinness. Really, really tasty. Huber's is known for a lot of things, but one of them is the stained glass in the ceiling. It was night while I had dinner, so I came back a couple of days later to get it in the daytime. This is not just any stained glass. This is original Tiffany glass. Now, you've heard of Tiffany lamps, but Tiffany Studios produced a lot of household products, and stained glass was one of their products. It's beautiful, but even more special when you know its history. For dinner, I ordered the crab cakes appetizer. It was yummy. And I got the smoked salmon fettuccine for the main course. That was out of this world, amazingly good. The salmon was smoked with a brown sugar glaze, and the sweetness of the glaze mixed with the light pesto sauce. Oh my gosh, it was so good. After dinner, I ordered this coffee drink and got a show. Nice. Be sure you tip him separately from the waiter. Thank you.
Absolutely, enjoy.
All right, we're gonna try this triple sec rum Kahlua coffee. Is it horrible if I want sugar? I don't know. All right, let's go for it. I'm kind of scared. Wow. Definitely strong. I can taste the Kahlua and the alcohol, but that is good. This was such a special experience. I had a blast here. The food is amazing. The coffee show was incredible. This has been fun. The Tiffany glass, being in the same location that they've been in since 1905. I mean, this has been an amazing experience. Find your adventure.